How's it going, YWC? Guy on the internet who doesn't like reviews here, and yes, you've read the title. And look, I already know what this is going to bring. Dislikes from people who aren't even going to watch the video, or they're going to say they can't understand me, when obviously a lot of people who watch this video can understand clearly what I'm saying. Racist, racist. But there are two reasons that have brought me to this conclusion to make this video. One of the people I watch on YouTube, JD from NY, I love the guy, but sometimes I don't sugarcoat things. The guy is a WWE dick sucking writer wannabe. Like, he's a guy that really wants to be in WWE, so he sucks their dick. Yes, he says bad things about them, but join the line of the other assholes on YouTube who do the exact same thing. I hate you, WWE. Oh my god, I fucking love you. Well, there's a better company out there. I don't watch them. Oh, but it's just a amalgamate bag of shit that a lot of people are. Not saying that JD's bad, but he does do that. So what brought me to this point on his side? Well, for one, he was talking about the brand split, blah, 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 blah. And then for some reason, he got into TNA. Yes, I'm bringing up TNA in the WWE video. Fuck you. If you don't like it, click off. I don't care. Fuck, but you probably want to listen to it. So he was talking about how NXT is the new wave of the future. It's the best. It's the great. But you don't do reviews on NXT, and the only time we hear you talk about NXT is the specials. Quite convenient. Anyway, he's talking about how the Cruiserweight Classic is going to NXT and how EC3 and Drew Galloway were there, and that was the whole rant from EC3 and how TNA's dead or whatever. And he says that Triple H has to approve them saying it. TNA's dead. Look, asshole. I'm sorry. Sorry, JD. I'm going to rant. But JD, Dixie Carter had to obviously approve that too. Why? Why would she have to approve? Ethan Carter the fucking third. Carter. Her name is in the character. So you think that she doesn't have, or TNA doesn't have control over EC3 does? This is the same company that pulled EC3 from a show on television in the UK because they had TNA business they wanted EC3 to handle. So obviously it was a equal parts effort from the WWE and TNA. You think Dixie Carter, no matter what you think of her, would allow EC3, Ethan Carter, Her EC3's character is that he is Dixie Carter's nephew, Carter the third, to be on a WWE. It's not WWE, it's Evolve. That's a shared storyline in Evolve from TNA and WWE, or what you would say WWE hopefuls or independent hopefuls for either company to share Evolved. You think it doesn't even make any sense to say, and then you say, oh, EC3 is gonna be in NXT, Andrew Galloway. How the fuck does that happen? Please tell me. EC3, aka formerly Derek Bateman, in WWE, they shit on this man. They said he doesn't have character, he doesn't have personality. But now you want to bring him back to NXT, WWE, because he's playing Ethan Carter the third, a character that was made by TNA and presumably Dixie Carter, because his name is Carter, to be in WWE. Had that work? Tell me, just in the bluest of blue fucks, how would EC3 be in WWE? Because he had to use Carter, he would have to go back to Derek Bateman. What would the storyline be? Oh, I bumped my head and I thought I was the other person's nephew, and now I'm back at WWE and I'm doing the same Derek Bateman character that they thought sucked. How does that work out? And then Drew Galloway. Oh, Drew Galloway is going to be in NXT too. How? This motherfucker, for a year and a half before he went to TNA, was a laughing stock. The WWE ruined this man's fucking career. He was, let's not forget the WLC match. Or the time he was beat by a midget in a bull costume. Yes, you want him to go back to that. Oh, the glory of Drew Galloway and WWE. It's not him on the independent circuit or TNA that revitalized his career. It's going to NXT to be Drew McIntyre again. And anyway, let's get into the whole full thing. The reason I'm here after that rant. Ice cold water. NXT is, let's be honest, is very overrated. And yes, I understand the specials. The specials are very good. I love the specials for the most part for what they are. But NXT as a whole, as the whole entire piece of the pie, is very overrated. They misuse talent, and it is not the answer for independent wrestlers. Yes, in some points they can help in it people's careers. I hear a lot of people saying Adam Cole is going to NXT, which I wouldn't mind because Adam Cole and WWE will be awesome. But let's analyze what makes Adam Cole awesome. Adam Cole is a TV 14 or he's not a good guy, and he does a lot of things that would be nerfed in WWE, like the bird pointing, grabbing his genitals, and just being an overall shitbag heel. Now think about that. Who reminds you of that? Prince fucking Devitt or Finn Balor. Let's see how he's doing right now. Oh, he's boring, generic, and even with the demon character, he doesn't really change anything. Yeah, that's doing very well in NXT now, and even taking care of that, even taking that out of the equation. Let's focus on NXT weekly episodes. If you watch them at all, I mean, because I know I watch them. I watch them, put up reviews, and on a weekly basis. But where are you other guys who say NXT is great? I'm looking for you in the comment section or the overall like searching of NXT reviews. Well, I just watch it. I don't review. If you're on YouTube and you do wrestling reviews and you watch it and don't review it, that's a damage control situation. You don't watch it. You only watch the specials for obviously views. I mean, come on. I mean, specials, pay-per-views are going to get views. Let's be honest with you. But you're lying. And even look at the ratings. I know, Chase Oliver, I know ratings matter because wrestlers want money, not the quality of the wrestling show. And fuck that. Fuck that. I wasted my time watching some shit. It's okay. The wrestlers had ratings and money. Yeah. But it's not even the top rated program on NXT. I mean, on the network. On the network. How does that work out? How is it NXT is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but it can't even become the number one show on a place where it's the only place shown? The fuck? This is the same company that has Shinsuke Nakamura, Austin Aries, which, Samoa Joe, who became the first relevant champion since Big E, maybe? Like, that wasn't boring the shit out of me. And then the characters. Like, you can just look at some of the characters that they brought in from the indies, how they go from, oh my god, this guy's fucking awesome in Ring of Honor or the indies. Tommaso Ciampa, Sicilian Psychopath, fuck that. He's just a generic guy who teased with Johnny Gargano. Who gives a fuck? Kana, she's the only person, she's one of the few females that has kept her character and retained her badassery. Prince Devitt, the guy must have got his nuts chopped off. He's not cool. Samoa Joe, save the heavyweight division of it. American Alpha, who the fuck are these guys? Why are they so generic? Sensei Nakamura, talent, personality. He kept that. And it's, who else? I got this thing on WWE. I got on this full-on rant. But Hideo Itami, he's injured. Off a knee injury, and this guy's been gone for like 3 fucking years? How does that happen? They don't even have a full roster here. Like, where's Gargano? Like, Gargano must not even be on the roster. He's just a guy they hired. How is that? Like some of the people on this list, like who works here and who doesn't. It's just like yeah, what is NXT? And then the storyline, like they have a storyline for like 1 week, they'll forget about it for a whole 2 months, and then they just bring it about nowhere right before a special. Kana, who is the women's champion, wasn't seen on the TV show for a whole month. How do people defend this shit? You had like if it was on Raw, people would be going ape shit or TNA like, oh my god, you haven't shown the women's champion. What are you doing? Worst company ever. But yet they allow this shit to happen on NXT. I don't understand NXT. Yes, it has flashes of brilliance. Sometimes, but only on specials. Weekly, the show is horrible to watch. Yes, they have some good matches, but then it's an hour show. So how much greatness can you cram into a good show? Like good match. I mean, good match can you cram into a great to an hour? What, a good 10-minute match? That's the same thing assholes like WTN one something, the asshole batches TNA for, oh, it was only a 5-minute match. Well, asshole, on NXT, they have 3-minute jobber fuck fest, and you say they're the greatest thing since sliced fucking bread. Granted, I don't hate NXT. I hate how NXT is run and how NXT is vastly shoved down people's throat and saying that it's one of the greatest wrestling things that happen to wrestling in years. Look, I don't know when the thin veil of charade, the thin veil of NXT is going to be lifted from you guys' eyes, but I hope it's very soon because, look, it's probably not because another NXT special is happening on June the 8th, so you're going to say, oh my God, NXT is the greatest thing ever. It's the best thing in wrestling. Start watching this shit weekly, and you will say the same thing that I say. NXT, good specials, horrible weekly. This shit is painful to watch weekly with sprinkles and dashes of good matches. I'm just saying, I'm telling, like, it's my opinion, but I think my opinion is more closer to the truth than anybody else's who's just jacking off to NXT for no fucking reason without even trying to give their own opinion. But anyway, that's it. I just had to get it off my chest. NXT. I especially had to get it off my chest after watching this week's NXT. Yes, it had a wonderful women's triple threat match for the number one contendership. But No Way Jose versus Abraham Jobber, Johnny Gargano and TM61, yeah, it was okay, but it's the Mighty Don't Kneel versus Gargano and Ciampa, and that's the best we can do? Really, niggas? Really? And don't, like, God damn, just, I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta cool off. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. And tell me what you think about this. Like, am I right? Am I wrong? Yeah.